Now that all the presents have been unwrapped, you're probably left with a ton of boxes, bows, and wrapping paper. So what do you do with it all? To help answer that question, we have Terry Weber from the American Forest and Paper Association live on Zoom. Good morning, Terry. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Okay, so let's start with why recycling is important. Like, why shouldn't we just throw all that wrapping paper and the bows and everything into the trash?
Well, recycled material provides important feedstock to support manufacturing from mills in Springfield and Toledo in Oregon up to Longview, Washington. They support local manufacturing jobs and allow us to make new products out of recycled paper. About half of the fiber that our industry uses to make paper products comes from recycled paper.
That is pretty incredible. I did not know that at all. So what are the basic do's and don'ts then when it comes to holiday recycling and what you can put where and why?
Well, the basic do's and don'ts are it's really important to follow your local community's recycling guidelines. So the rules are really important and they help the system work for everyone. And when it comes to paper, the really important thing is to make sure what you're recycling is actually paper and doesn't include, things that are not paper. So particularly around the holidays, when you think about ribbons and bows that might be made of plastic, glitter that might be made of foil, or wrapping paper that might be foil. Like one test that I use is when you to figure out whether your wrapping paper is actually paper or it's made of foil is to bundle it up in a nice tight ball. If it stays in a tight ball, then it's probably paper and you can recycle it. If it expands, that generally means it's got some foil or plastic in it that's causing it to expand. Same thing with gift bags. If the handles are made of plastic or textile, then you don't want to put that stuff in the recycling bin. You can either rip them off or put that stuff in the trash, but make sure what you're recycling is actually paper.
That was a really good tip of bunching it up. I've never heard of that before. It's something so easy we can all do too. Okay, so you mentioned our area's recycling guidelines. How is the best way to find what the guidelines are for where we live?
So they make them pretty accessible. I know the city of Portland mails theirs out periodically on a flyer from the Bureau of Planning and Sustainability. You can also go to the city website and find them. And then similarly in Washington and Clackamas County and City of Vancouver, Clark County, Washington, they generally try to make those guidelines pretty accessible. So really quick Google search and you should turn them up really quickly.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything else, Terry, that you think that our viewers should know that I haven't asked you as we're getting over the holidays and we have all this trash?
I think it's just really important that people understand that that simple act helps us from a sustainability perspective, but it also helps them support local jobs. If you go into a grocery store, if you flip the bottom of that paper grocery bag that you get, you'll see that a lot of them are made right here in Beaverton, Oregon. So you can feel good about what you're doing from both a sustainability perspective and that you're supporting local manufacturing jobs.
Fantastic. Hey, Terry Weber, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it. Our first live Zoom interview on ARC PDX. Super exciting. Have a great day.
Right. Thank you.